poppin', folks? We out here. We about to play some Pokemon Unite. You know the drill. We out here trying to get some music up in this bitch. What the fuck? No. I don't want to do boss rush, bro. Aw, please don't hit A. Don't hit A. Don't do it. Thank you. Yes. Get me the fuck out of here. I want to do ranked. I mean, I like boss rush, but I want to do ranked right now, boy. You. Jake! Trying to listen to some music in this bitch, bro. I'm trying to listen to what I'm trying to listen to. Rolly Randy, Wisin Yandel, Perréame. Perréame.
Para un momento y piensa en tu proyecto. Ahora toma esa idea.
You best calm the fuck down. Perréame. Alright, we're not gonna go there. Let's listen to some fucking stupid ass Ruffle Rowlet.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffle Rowlet, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys.
Stupid ass Ruffle Rowlet.
And leaks and things of that nature. First things first, you guys may notice there's like less
Bitch
stuff
ass.
behind me. Well, we're actually going to be moving
Ruffle
in
Rowlet.
October, at the start of October, so I will be just kind of inactive at the beginning of the month there, but we'll be back up and running very quickly. But yes, in October, you'll be missing me for about 2 or 3 days. Nonetheless, let's get into the information. We start things off with this post here from our guy, Riddler, who posted basically these two posts.
Riddler, who's still doing
Pokemon
riddles, man?
Peaceful Place and Pokemon, or Poke Piece, I guess, which are two different posts. Now, these images look very similar, like these texts with like just the like what's it called? Like Times New Roman or whatever, like font. These usually are like the ones that you see for the trademarks. When they do trademarks for the Pokemon games, usually like this is what they kind of look like. Like this is kind of like the font and everything. And I wasn't really sure when I looked at this what this meant. Is this like related to a new app? Is this a new game coming? Is this what he's talking about? Like literally Poke Piece. Like think about like Pokemon Cafe Mix or Poke Cafe Mix, whatever it's called. Pokemon Unite. These like side games and stuff. Is this like another side game? Is that what it is? Or is this an aspect of the game itself? Is this the mantra of the game? Because we are now in August, and if we can go back, right, all the way back to when Riddler posted one of these thingies. He posted like a post a while ago, okay? He had a post where he basically like kind of put together a list of what we should expect down the line, like for the next coming months, years, whatever, right? He put together a list of stuff, and I remember like in that list he told us what we should expect for certain months. Now, in that, we knew that last month was characters. So last month we were supposed to get characters, but of course then the Kakariko came out, and he posted a bunch of stuff, and more or less it was impossible to know what was what at that point of time. But if we scroll down far enough, I think we might be able to find the list he gave us of what we should expect. Here it is. So, we didn't, so he's just said TBD, okay? So here's what he said. The third month, which was March, was a gimmick. Fourth month was, April, which was boxes. Then fifth month was regional forms and regional fakes. That was specifically, I think, what do you call it? That was in, of course, May, but that was, specifically with, like, the new Pokemon feature and stuff like that. And then new Pokemon in the 6th month, which was June. The 7th was characters, which we did get a lot of character info. And then the 8th, which is August, it was to be decided. And then the next month, in September, we did get the new concept of this game. But interestingly, we do not know what exactly
Thank you.
this month, so he hasn't told us. But I would assume maybe it has to do with the story of the game, maybe a little bit more about the background of the game.
Bro, what is happening?
Like, the mantra behind it, and maybe the mantra behind it is literally specifically supposed to be the idea of peace, right? Like that's supposed to be the kind of concept behind it. Maybe that's what it is supposed to mean. And then even here, like a while ago, he said a beauty guru, and then Datio, which was posted yesterday. So I don't really know what he's trying to say, but he's hinting at stuff here. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see, guys. What do you guys think about this? What do you think he means by this riddle? Let me know in the comment section down below, and let's move on to the next thing, which is, there's been a new tweet from none else than Junichi Masuda himself, where he once again said, good morning, everyone. It's August, today is Water Day. Whether you're working or on summer vacation, let's do our best this week, too. And usually when he says, let's do our best this week, too,
what the fuck, man?
Implies that something is going to be happening. So usually that's a way to be indicated, but it's never guaranteed. Nonetheless, Here's what it says. Ah, yes, the let's do our best this week. I'm not sure if this means anything anymore, but maybe, just maybe, Masuda's...
If you want to achieve better results, make a great impression, and save time at work, you should get Grammarly.
This old stork Pokemon will bring us some good Pokemon news this week. Don't mind me plugging my artwork and love for the beta Pokemon. He's talking about these beta designs.
Oh, we got it.
Shout out to Soul Silver Art, by the way. I mean, we all forget that Soul Silver Art literally has art in the name. He was an artist at the end of the day, but we seem to forget about that. Nonetheless, we do have the fact that he said that, and there is also the fact that he promoted this, like, weather thingy, you know, for Pokemon or whatever, with, like, Vaporeon with the weather app. And even the map here, like, I know this is just probably a map of, like, parts of Japan or something like that, but it does kind of look like the Pokemon maps, like, specifically the one for, like, Galar, like, the in-game map, which is quite interesting. So, yeah, a bit odd, I'm not gonna lie. But it says, by the way, if you actually get news this week, this beta store Pokemon is definitely becoming my good luck charm. I'll post it every time I'm hoping for a new trailer. But yeah, that's a big thing, right? So we are now in August. We haven't had a new trailer since the start of June. June 1st was the last time, so it's been over a month. Well over a month now. Actually, no, well over 2 months. Sorry, 2 months, because all of June and all of July. That's 2 months now. We last got a trailer. Last time around with Sword and Shield, by now we already had 3 trailers as well as a Nintendo Direct Treehouse showing live gameplay of Pokemon Sword and Shield. So that's how much we had back then. Now we've had, well, F all, to be frankly honest with you guys. We've had nothing, okay? We've had basically nothing. So we'll have to wait and see if anything develops from that, but we continue on to the next thing, which has got to do with specifically, possibly, a new Pokemon, which is, in this case, he said Datio, which is what we saw earlier from Ridley-Ku, a legitimate leaker. He said Datio, which means ostrich in Japan, and here's what Solson said. Funny little riddle from Ku could be the word today rearranged as in a trailer or announcement. However, Ku posted this on his and my Sunday time zone, and now his Sunday is over and nothing happened. Another explanation is it could be an ostrich Pokemon. Kaka did mention once. Yes, the previous other leaker did mention one, which is interesting. And also, if we go back to, like, what he said that, he says Beauty Guru. So, that could be with, like, an ostrich that looks, like, more feminine. It's a Beauty Guru type design. Or does a specific character in the game that is a Beauty Guru actually have this Pokemon? I don't really know. But we'll actually see. So we continue down further. It's honestly crazy. In all the Pokemon, we haven't had many with really long legs. Maybe just Dodrio and Stonejourner. And now it seems we'll be getting around 4. Between this, the Flamenco Pokemon, and a Pokemon that's all legs, still a chance this could be a hint to a trailer if he posts something else related to news. So we'll have to wait and see. Soon, if it's the ostrich Pokemon, something we already know, it could be him just confirming Kaka's leaks, or it could be something else entirely that we haven't thought of. I'll keep digging to find out. And this conversation explains a lot. And if you look down here, here's what it says. So I think we're too sold since Dacho is ostrich, not Dacio. Plus, I feel like there's just no point to do randomly saying ostrich. It doesn't add anything to what Kaka said about one. I'm going to with the anagram. But I don't know what it could mean. Dottoyo could be a different romanization, but feels weird. Also, yeah, there's nothing riddle about it. And then he says, Dacho could be the riddle itself. If it's a romanization of the Japanese word, he's not just going to flat out say ostrich. What we know is he will be doing hidden, but pretty straightforward riddles like this from now on. Now that some aren't believing Kaka as much, and rightfully so, we can just be confirming things for the community. So, like, just confirming there is an ostrich. Today doesn't make sense because today was over for him now, and not even over for us yet, unless it's neither of these, which could be the case as well. We are in a new month at the end of the day. And there are more than 100 ostrich farms in Spain providing meat for the trendiest restaurants in Madrid and Barcelona. So yeah, there is the idea of that being there. And yeah, I don't know, ostrich farming just seems a bit insane. But yeah, nonetheless, there you guys go. Possibly an ostrich Pokemon, which again, Kaka has told us about previously, but will this lead to anything further? Well, that's, you know, all up for debate right now. We'll have to wait and see how that develops. Nonetheless, we move on to the next post, which is this one right here, also from Soul Silver, which is a kind of callback to something Fu said, which is, so here is a Mercury theory based on the ID from our friend here, Lumio's post, shout out to Lumios, by the way, who says the following. We know from Fu that Kaka is probably a tester of Scarlet Violet in some way, so he was reading Pokemon names off of a list. For example, he reads Mankey 1, Mankey 2, Mankey 3, which told us that there's a potential Mankey line Evo. So here's what he says. He just counted the data list. And do you consider that he might calculate the forms into numbers? It makes no sense to get a number. Some are also reserved for DLC. The number can change. which is fair enough. And then he says that there's a potential Mankey line evolution. Now, at the beginning of the leaks, Kaka told us Murkrow got an Evo, but he later admitted it was a mistake. But why? What if he actually read something like Murkrow 3 or even 2 and thought it was an Evo, but instead it was a Paradox Pokemon based on Murkrow? We know that Misdreavus will get a past version, and it's curious that it debuted as a single-stage counterpart to Murkrow in Gen 2. It would make sense that the same could apply here because Paradox Pokemon won't evolve. Also, we know of 2 first-stage Pokemon that get past variants, Jiggly and Misdreavus. We still don't know of any first-stage Pokemon that will get a future variant. Surely, it wouldn't only make past variations have first stages and futures only have final stages. In conclusion, it sounds possible that there could be a future variant based on Murkrow to counterpart the past Misdreavus. There are, of course, points against this theory as well. Paradox Pokemon have totally new names, so Kaka probably wouldn't see the name Murkrow. Also, when you confirm there's no Evo for Murkrow, logically, you would think that he would have said there's no Murkrow Evo, but he gets a future form. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, what do you guys think about this? Personally, I don't really know. Since, like, he kind of came back and reconfirmed that there won't be a Murkrow in any way or shape, I guess, or just saying there won't be one, or that he misspoke, or he misremembered, something along those lines. It is a bit strange to me because I don't know, man. If you look at the amount of, like, you know, Paradox Pokemon we're getting,
I think we have the lead.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think we have the lead, right?
It being a one of those like mimic Pokemon, which I don't think it's gonna be. It being a mimic Pokemon is probably impossible.
Hold on the floor, you're the only one there.
Mimic Pokemon seem to be based on Gen 1 Pokemon, and beyond that, I do think a Paradox version would make sense. But as mentioned here, you know, would it fit with the existing ones we know? I don't really know. But nonetheless, we'll have to wait and see how that turns out and see what would happen with that. Nonetheless, we move on to the next thing, which in this case is this right here. And he says here, I will say one thing about Kaka. If he actually gets away with what he's done, he's literally legendary. He's still going to work right under the noses and leaking when he gets home. I don't like the style of leaking, but I can't be mad at him. But instead, a Game Freak Pokemon Company and Nintendo. And here's basically what was being said. So, in fact, since my last leak, the company's security has gotten stronger, and the spacing of the watermarks has become ridiculously narrow. If you've never been on a trailer